we on? Somebody say something to me. What's going on, gang? 3 minutes late this time. The Axl Rose. Everything working okay? Let's see. Doug Ferguson, hello. What's going on? Kelly Baker. Everything working okay? Can you hear me loud and clear? Barb Ann. I'm just going to sit here all day long and say people's names. Hello, Chris King. Karen, nice to see you. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Everything okay out there in the world? We're okay? Okay. Julian, can you hear me, or did you throw your phone away from you? I don't know. It's my brother Chris out there. Hello, Chris. Anyway, here we go. All right. So, what's going on? Well, that almost went off without a hitch. It took me a couple minutes just to sort of get things reassigned on my streaming platform. Did you ever in a million years think you would hear me say something like that? I don't even know what I just said, but I just said it. Anyway. Well, I'm going to play a bunch of songs for you guys today. Marge, you can hear me loud and clear. I know I'm going to keep saying this over and over. People are going to say, Mike, for the love of Christ and all things holy, will you please shut up and sing? Yeah, well. Hello, Diane. This is, I can't tell what Julian's saying here. I need to turn that off. Anyway, this is a song from, that was written back in August of 1996. And it appeared on the Song and Dance Man record. And it's called, it's a song about, I always say it's a song about deja vu. So if you feel like you may have heard it before, that's why. And it's called Girl in Green, and it goes like this. And just once again, before I jump into the deep end here, we are good. We are good. Hello, Denise Dion. I saw you in the shadows. I couldn't see your face, but I knew it was you. All those years they ain't been too kind to you, but then again they ain't been kind to anyone I know. Anyone I know, they're gonna take their toll, swallow you whole. I fix myself a drink to give me time to think. If you would like a drink, you know I'll fix one for you. And underneath the watchful eye of Mama's blessing and the tear in Daddy's eye, yeah. So you're my girl in green, you're almost obscene to me. I can't believe a prisoner of nightmares and dreams, and every time I let you down, you turn around and you say, well, you won't let go. You're the girl in green, you're almost obscene to me. memory. How you once said it was all in your head. The burning questions, oh, the longing need, the longing need, the longing need. I'm begging you, please, for the longing, for that longing need, yeah, longing need. You beg and please, for the longing need, yeah. See, you're my girl in green. You're almost obscene to me. I can't believe a prisoner of nightmares and dreams. And every time I let you down, well, now you turn around and you say, well, you won't let go. You're the girl in green. You're most obscene to me. I saw you in the shadows. I couldn't see your face, but I knew it was you. And I'm still stinging, still chasing something. But the only thing is that something's always changing. That's right. Girl in green. All right. Well, I think it's full steam ahead. The Julie sent great tune. Thanks, Julian. I'm looking in the little monitor here and wondering what the heck my harmonica is. All uneven, but even more. And that just doesn't work for my OCD. You know, if you truly had OCD, you would call it CDO. But as I'm sitting here, I can see over my right shoulder that my stage manager left the closet door open. Stage manager being me, so that's going to drive me crazy. So I want to go close that door here, so please bear with me for 1 second here. There we go. That's all better. Okay. I was on the road for a million years. Played just over 3,000 shows. The most recent show being in Moose Jaw last Thursday, a couple nights ago, and it was a ton of fun. It was the 3rd annual. You can't get to the 20th annual if you don't do the first 3. It's like they say, you can't go undefeated. You can't go 82-0 if you don't win the first game of the year. So anyway, but I played 3,000 shows, and I played in Moose Jaw last Thursday. But our record year was 1999. We did 249 one-nighters, and that was bookended with years of, like, I don't know, 225 and 220 or something like that. I'd have to check the stats, but and it took me a long time to around 8 o'clock every night for years. I would start to get these little butterflies, this nervous, anxious energy that I would be playing a show at around 9 o'clock. And for years, around 8 o'clock in the evening, I would get this pang And even after I'd stopped playing, even after I'd rolled back to like 2003, I think I did 4 shows or something like that, maybe 10 shows. But I would still get that pang every night. Now, however, I still get those butterflies and that anxious, nervous energy pang around 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. These are, I look forward to these all week. I mean, I really look forward to the day when I just, hit the ground running, but hey, that'll happen when it happens. But yeah, it's, I get this, I wake up around 7:30 this morning and had this pang of energy and nervous energy and start pacing around the house. And it's like, wow, this is crazy. It's like 12 hours early. But anyway, let me see. What shall I play? Do you guys have any ideas? Is everything still okay out there? I can't tell. I think it's working. I know I shouldn't. I know it's like this poor showmanship to ask if it's okay out there. But I just have no idea. I think it's okay. Okay. Let me see. I'll play another song for you from the Song and Dance Man record. That was the album that we that really kicked us into high gear. Well, our definition of high gear, but it really kicked things off for us. We sold a pile of those records and we played like crazy people. The album came out in August of '97, and we toured it right through until November 18th, 2000. So 3 years, 3 months, about 700, 800 shows, something like that. Again, I'd have to check the stats, but it's in that or in and around that number. And this is another song from that record. I wrote this in March of started in March of 1996, I guess, something like that. And it goes like this. At my back today. Now don't step on the cracks, they say. See, I'm running out of time. Once again I've changed my mind, but the wind is at my back today. Shouldn't have stood before I fell. Yeah, that's one of those things that you could never tell. They say you get what you deserve. Why must I feed off the absurd? And the wind is at my back today. At my back today. That's right. In confusion, I guess. Master of your illusion in jest. Yeah, now let me all stand up here before a jury of my peers. And the wind is at my back too. some kind of protocol, and the wind is at my back today. The wind is at my back today. The wind is at my back today. That was just an example of Hello Yvonne. Hello Jenny O with my cup of coffee. Brought to you by Jenny O from Ontario. The Stomping Tom classic. That song, Wind Up My Back. Like so many songs that I write, I really just try to, yes, Sidetrack Cafe Days, you better believe it there, Chris. Like so many of my songs, I really try not to think, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I don't put a whole lot of thought into what the lyrics are as I'm writing them. I just hope to, stumble into a stream of conscious and see what happens. And so I just write it, and then I'll, obviously, like I've said countless times, I will spend years working on a song, but I find when I write a song, and if I go back and I just leave the lyrics there and go back and visit them 5 or 6 months later, they make more sense for some reason. So again, this was a song when I was writing it, I was just trying to make sure that everything rhymed. And it can take a minute or two to fall into that stream of conscious, and then you just sort of let it go and just sort of. So like I'm not even sure I knew what protocol was. So when I said, when you're backed up against the wall, they're gonna force the protocol. I don't even know what that meant at that time. But it rhymed, and I left it there. And then I looked back at it later and went, yeah, that makes perfect sense, I think. But better than you found it. Yes, I can probably do that. Let me see. Sidetracked. Just play another. Just play another what? What the heck is that supposed to mean, Yvonne? You tell me to shut up and sing? You've got a lot of nerve. I've played 2 songs in the first half hour. Let me see. This is a song that I wrote back in... I need a capo, I think. No, I actually don't. I wrote this song back in November of 1996. I was playing a gig up in Watson Lake, up in the Yukon, and my brother and I were up there, and another gentleman playing bass with us. We were just doing this little 3-piece gig, and we went up there, Trevor Rockwell, and the 3 of us went up there and did this little gig up there, and it was just life on the road. I was just trying to capture that feeling of life on the road, and it was just a night when I was, it was probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was a ruckus in the hallway, and it was just, it just sort of made me start thinking about, my God, like how many hotels have I been in my life? Thousands of hotels, and just this song sort of showed up the next morning. I hear rumbling in the hallway. God, I wish that I was home. I've always done things my way, and that's the price you pay to roam. I ain't seen a familiar face since God only knows when. Take me to a time and place, I pray to God, amen. I spend my time with strangers who think that they know me. That's just one of the dangers when you live and die to be free. 'Cause out here on the outskirts, you'll never once have it made. And baby, that's a truth that hurts to admit to these rambling ways. So take me home. I swear this time I will stay. You take me home, and I will shelve my rambling ways. So take me home. I swear this time I will stay. You gotta take me home, and I'll shelve my rambling way. Now headlights coming towards me, they always look the same. Man, life out here just bores me, but if I could, I wouldn't change. Well, then again, in a heartbeat, I'd sell it all to be where you are. But $1.50's profit won't get me very far. So take me home. I swear this time I will stay. You gotta take me home, and I'll shelve my rambling way. I hear rumbling in the hallway, God, I wish that I was home. I've always done things my way, and that's the price you pay to roam. I ain't seen a familiar face since God only knows when. Take me to a time and place, I pray to God, amen. The song's called $1.50's Profit, and it's from my album Simplify. Simplify and Song and Dance Man were recorded back to back. And when I say back to back, I mean in the same week. We recorded, I guess I probably, Song and Dance Man could have been a double album to whatever extent. Seemingly every third song I write is kind of heavily rooted in the folk world. Maybe all of them are actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, this song was one of them. But we finished recording Song and Dance Man. There was 12 songs, I think, on that record, maybe 13. I don't remember anymore. And I had this extra, dozen songs laying around that I've been working on for a couple of years. And we had booked studio time for the Song and Dance Man record. And what had happened, we had paid for all the studio time in advance, and so we ended up with 2 extra days of studio time at the end of the recording and mixing of Song and Dance Man. And so instead of getting a refund for the 2 extra studio days, I just I said to our managers, I said, I bet the guys and I can go in and record another album in a day, and then mix it the next day. And so I think we had like a steak dinner bet And so the next week we went in and sat around in a circle, the four of us, and with a pot of coffee and a carton of cigarettes, and we trotted out the Simplify album. We started around noon, and by 8 o'clock that night we were done. And then we mixed it the next day, and that would have been in May of '97. The album came out on June 21st, '97, and then Song and Dance Man saw the light of day, I believe August 1st, something like that. What shall I play? Yes, Chris Plume is right. It was a ruckus like no other. Yeah, what a weird time that was. Okay, Janice K. Simplify was the first album of yours I heard. I was hooked. Well, thank you very much, Janice K. Is there anything you would like to hear from that album? Anything else you would like to hear from that album, I should say? Just let me know, and I will do my best to trot it out. Mr. Dinkle. Yeah. Nice to see you, Mikey. Back of my hand, I will do that for sure. The song goes out to Janice. This is a song that I wrote. I don't know whether songwriting is a traumatic experience for me, because I remember every detail of writing a song, and when I started it, where I started it, the whole thing. But this is Jenny O. Jenny O said Daisy? Really? Wrong record, Jenny. Have we met? Anyway, started the back of my hand. In February of 1993, I had just driven to Dallas, Texas. I had gotten a new Larry McMurtry book, and I can't even remember what it was called now. It was part of the, oh boy, I can see the cover, but it was part of the Terms of Endearment wing of his books. But on the cover there was a little it was like a cover painting of an interstate, and there was like a little truck stop diner, and I think it was called, I can't remember what, but for some reason I think it was called The Hungry Hog or something like that. When I started writing this song, opening verse is, she's got a little apartment just out of the city someplace. That was probably borrowed pretty heavily from the John Prine song, Hello in There. We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta liked living there. That's probably, I was knee deep in the early throes of my John Prine fascination at that point, and so I would have probably I just liked the way Hello in There started, and so I kind of mildly borrowed that. Yeah, his is, we had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta liked living there, and mine is, she's got a little apartment just out of the city someplace. She said, sometimes as sure as the crow flies, I feel like I'm taking up space. Anyway, here is the, here's the back of my hand. She got a little apartment just out of the city someplace. Yeah, she says sometimes as sure as the crow flies, I feel like I'm taking up space. But that don't bother me none, 'cause I'm sure I ain't the only one who's ever felt this way before. Well, she got herself a job out at the Hungry Hog on the interstate. Fresh ground coffee beans and black-eyed peas, serve them up to you on a plate. She'll clean up after you when you're done, but it don't bother her none. She's still smiling when you walk out the door. And she said, life, I knew it so well. At least I did when I was a kid, but now I just can't tell. I thought I knew it like the back of my hand, but now I finally understand. What you gotta do is be true to yourself. Well, she was married in July of '69 and ended 70 in divorce. Well, I again in 7 to 3, man, it wasn't meant to be. She should have known better, recall. Now that kind of bothered her some. Look what her life had become. She could swear ain't no one been here before. Yeah, she lies awake at night, wrestling with wrong and right. Oh Lord, won't you please send mercy, please? Just a ray of sunshine, anything, hey, I don't mind. Just let me know you're there for me. Are you there for me? Well, now it's closing time. She turns around the sign and she locks the door. And as she heads home this evening, she gets that old lonesome feeling. It's life and nothing more. Someday her Romeo will come. Until that day she'll carry on. Ain't nothing new when you've seen it all twice before. She said, life, I knew it so well. At least I did when I was a kid, yeah, but now I just can't tell. I thought I knew it like the back of my hand, but now I finally understand. What you gotta do is be true to yourself. What you've gotta do is be true to yourself. Through the eyes of a child you see somebody else. Thanks for asking for that song there, Janice. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I've always liked that tune. I don't even really know what to say about it, but I've always liked that song a lot. I know I've told this story before, but when I played the song, I was lucky enough to do some songwriting with Guy Clark a long time ago, back in 2001, and I played him that song, and he said, can I make one suggestion in that song? And he goes, we know it's her Romeo. And I thought, yeah, that's cool, because that's what in the last verse I say, someday her Romeo will come. And he goes, we know it's her Romeo. You don't need to say the word her. Just say, someday Romeo will come. But yeah, I always think of that when I'm playing that song. Sound check song, yeah, sure. Why, are you saying it sounds bad? Is that what you're saying there, Scuba-rama? You get a lot of nerve, pal. Okay, let me see. What shall I play? Anything? Any ideas? Any ideas? What's going on? Play some Jerry Jeff, yeah. Rest in peace, Jerry Jeff Walker passed away Friday evening. One of the great storytellers. Yes, I will do Ohio for you. That is... play it again. Okay, I'll play that again for you. Here's Ohio. Also from the... this is from the album Table for One. We seem to be taking a trip down... this was a song that was showed up on my album Table for One, and this is about a guy who just was bit with the wanderlust bug and had to leave, had to see the world, had to get out and see the world. Where he was from was a dead-end town, and then he had to go all the way around the world to realize that everything he needed was back home in Ohio. I turned my back on Ohio, well, I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know, so I turned my back on Ohio. Landscapes and interstates And maybe good things come to those who wait. Me, I couldn't afford to hesitate. Like a gypsy killing time. Some were born with their highway shoes, while others pay their union dues. Me, I never had much of nothing to lose. Left that future behind. I turned my back on Ohio, and I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know. I came back to Ohio. Now photographs, they're all I have, of friends and lovers and family. In all the years they disappeared, and I'm right back where I'm supposed to be. So much has changed since I've been gone. She got married and she carried on. Me, I wrote down the words to this song to help me through the night. My mother's living in her house all alone, and the graveyard's got a few new stones. Well, time is a thief, and man, your life is on loan. So if you're wondering why I came back to Ohio, and I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know, for I came back to Ohio. I came back to Ohio, and I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know, for I came back to Ohio. Indeed, Ohio. I wrote that song with my buddy Billy Montana, and Billy and I over the years have written a pile of songs that I'm quite proud of. Shreveport to LA being one of them, Lock It Up being another one from the Rock and Roll Recordings record. Somewhere Under the Rainbow is another song that he and I wrote that I like a lot. And we have some other songs that haven't been recorded yet. And one of these days, if I get the courage, I may have to play us some of those songs during these Sunday morning things. But one song we wrote called Looking Back on Lukenbach. Hello, Scubarama. Rattle the Cage from Bradley Beach, New Jersey. That might be a tough one, but I'll see if I can wedge the song in there. Yeah, well, who's that? All right, who is this? All right, that's Jesse saying we got some distortion. Maybe it's you. What do you think of that? I'll bring that down a notch or two. It's more just a harmonica that's hitting. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can do the Circle K song. That's a good move. And oddly enough, Mike, just showing how strong your musical ear is, it's in the same key as the last song. Standing in line at the Circle K to get Get a six-pack for the football game when I heard somebody say my name. Imagine my surprise. We talked about the good old days, talked how time slipped away, talked till the only thing left to say was what we said with our eyes, and how that summer night when we lost our innocence, we remember to forget. How we broke down in Capitol, spent the night in my Chevrolet. For the first time, that old car, it made me thank my lucky stars. We loved until the sun came up, drinking whiskey from a Timmy's cup, and we swore forever and sealed it with a kiss. It's those little things we remember to forget. She flashed a ring and said, now how about you? I said, girl, I'm married to be 5 years come this June. We got a baby due in July. She pulled a picture from her purse and said, that's my Jessie, she's my first. I said, yeah, one thing for sure, she got her mama's eyes. Well, it looks like we each got our own white picket fence, so we remember to forget. Bought a tiny golden band, asked your daddy for your hand. For the first time in my life, I was scared to see you that night. I didn't know what you'd say to me when I dropped down on one knee. I don't remember what I said, but you said yes. Well, it's those little things we remember to forget. We said all that we could say. I saw her eyes in a rearview mirror as she drove away. All those pretty words that we once said, and all those promises we never kept. Remember to forget. We remember to forget. Remember to forget. We remember to forget. Okay. Well, seeing that I'm getting people from all around the world saying that the distortion is real, I'm just going to change a couple things here. Okay, let me see. What else can we talk about whilst I... that one's... yeah, I'll keep that there. I'll pull this one down a bit. Best I can do, man. What else am I supposed to do? Anyway, well, apologies for the distortion. I don't know what to say. Certainly throws a wrench in things. Certainly takes out of the enjoyment on my end. I'll tell you that right now. So I'll just tell stories instead. There was this one time I recall. I remember it as if it were a meal ago. Okay. Well, I'll do my best. What am I going to do? I'll bring this up too, maybe. It might be too close. Okay. Any requests other than get rid of the distortion? Anyway. Okay. Jolly, nice to see you, buddy. Okay, we don't need no political talk there, Mikey boy, sorry to say. Otherwise, I just may have to block you. How many cups of coffee this morning? I think this is my third. Checked another channel, was okay. Just another, yeah. That's kind of what I figured it was. Whoops, let me check my tuning here. Yeah. It's, That distortion kind of happens once in a while, especially if you don't have somebody work in front of the house for you. This song goes out to, oh, Paper and Fire. No kidding. That's funny. I was actually thinking of playing that song today. Just because it's a fun song. But I'm going to, yeah, I know you need to be able to play it at 11 there, Yvonne. I'm going to do a little Stomping Tom song here for you. Not Stomping Tom, but my song, my tribute to Stomping Tom. So long, Stomping Tom, I can't believe you're gone. So long, Stomping Tom, but at least we've got your songs. Like Bud the Spud from the bright red mud and the gumboot cloggeroo. So long, Stomping Tom, may God take care of you. Well, me and my wife and kid, we all sing along, driving around Moncton town and singing the hockey song. We were to it and at it, and we was at it until we tuned our attitude in. So long, Stomping Tom, until we meet again. Well, so long, Stomping Tom, I can't believe you're gone. So long, Stomping Tom, but at least we've got your songs. Like Margot's got the cargo bag and the old muckluck shoe. So long, Stomping Tom, may God take care of you. So many people I've not met, but yet I know by name. Like poor old Ben down in the pen and that gal Red River Jane. Oh, Potato and Tomato, they're driving to Windsor in their car. And see walking past the pawn shop, if it ain't Luke with his guitar. Well, so long, Stomping Tom, I can't believe you're gone. So long, Stomping Tom, but at least we've got your songs. Like TTC, Skedaddler, and Goodbye Rubberhead too. So long, Stomping Tom, may God take care of you. That's right. Well, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they're all hanging on to every word. While you're singing songs about Saskatchewan and picking tobacco way down in Tillsonburg. And there's a million drunken angels, and they're all singing with you tonight. And when you see my mom down in the front row, well, could you tell her we're doing all right? And so long, Stomping Tom, I can't believe you're gone. So long, Stomping Tom, but at least we've got your songs. Like Big Joe Mufferaw and Sudbury Saturday Night. So long, Stomping Tom, may rest in peace tonight. Hey, so long, Stomping Tom, may rest in peace tonight. Well, so long, Stomping Tom, may rest in peace tonight. Yep. There you go. Maybe I could just turn this down just a smidge. That's good. Let's just see what I can do here. How can I turn that down? Does anybody? Yeah, I'll have to figure that out later. Maybe I'll just turn this down here. I hate that I'm doing this, but anyway. So that was Stomping Tom. Let's see. Who was it that asked? Mine, All Mine. Dean asked for Mine, All Mine, and I'll play that. And this is a song. This is a song that was just a writing exercise where I really wanted to try to have every line start with the lyric "My Baby." That was really all it was. Once I started that, I think I'd been listening to the Bob Dylan song "Things Have Changed." I used to care but things have changed. And so, yeah. And so I was trying to chase something slimy and slinky like that. And then I started this, and I decided that I wanted to see if I could have, every line start with the lyric "My Baby." And so here it is. And it's not for Dean, but Dean requested it. Dean is certainly not my baby. Let's put it that way. I don't need that getting out. Oh, my baby do the mashed potato. My baby, she's a cruel tomato. My baby do the twist and shout. My baby lets it all hang out. Well, my baby's got a mean left hook. My baby got that come hither look. My baby drives a Cadillac. My baby, she's a waiting in the back, yeah. She's mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. She's mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. My baby, she's a house on fire. My baby, she my stone desire. My baby's got that southern charm. My baby, she's for alarms. My baby, she could whoop the devil. My baby on a whole nother level. My baby knows where it's at. I said, oh, she's my baby, what you gonna do about that? Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine, yeah. Now my baby says leave it to me. My baby call me honeybee. My baby we's in cahoots. It's me and my baby just a knocking boots. My baby, she's a real funky. My baby, she a juke joint junkie. My baby drive me insane. My baby loves John Coltrane. Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. She's mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine, baby. Mine, all mine, yeah. Yeah, mine, all mine. From the album 830 Newfoundland, in case you're wondering where that song is from. The song was also featured in the TV show Justified, which was certainly a feather in my cap. I thought that was a pretty cool scene as well. So if you get a chance to check it out, it was the episode, the season finale of season 2 of Justified, and pretty cool scene. Have we scaled things back a bit here yet on Distortion Town, or what? Let's see. I don't know. Seems to be locked for some reason. Let's pull that back just a bit here. Anyway, we'll see how that works. Hopefully that's a little better. Doing what comes naturally. Okay. Man. Still crackling, less distortion. I don't know that song, Mike. I'm finding this endlessly frustrating. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me see. Doing what comes naturally. Had a request for Better Than You Found It. Let's hope I can make my way through this. Okay. Yes, Denise Dion. It was the last episode of season 2 in Justified, and the character, the main character in the show, he is looking for information. He's chasing some, I don't know, meth heads or something, somebody somewhere. I don't know what he's doing, but he finds himself in this Airstream trailer slash whorehouse. Can you say whorehouse on a Sunday morning? I don't even know. But anyway, he finds himself in this trailer, talking to the lady who lives there, And as because he wants to get some information from her, and as he walks in to see her, she's listening to that song, and she's dressed. She's very scantily clad, and she's listening to my. And it's pretty cool. And so she gives him the information that he's looking for, and then he throws a couple $100 down on the table, and he's getting up to leave. And she goes, "Where are you going? You can't leave yet. You just got here. People are going to think you're a two-pump chump." And I just thought, wow, that's some writing right there. That's cool stuff. Hello, Christine Drysdale. Andrew Blyer. What in the world's going on? Anyway, I have time for a couple more songs here today. Today's show probably won't be as nearly as rambling as other shows have been. I got to figure out what this distortion thing is. It's certainly in the back of my mind with every song I'm playing, and that's no way to do a show. So, but I will certainly play a couple more. Grant. G-Rant! I will certainly play a couple more songs for you, maybe even more than a couple. But I'd like to play the song "Wasted Kissing Me," but that's a bit, I really kind of, I lean into it on that song, and so I'm just concerned that the whole thing will distort, and yeah, so I got to get that straightened away. Here's another song from the Born by the Radio album. One of my favorites on that album, actually, and it's called "Doing What Comes Naturally." There's something about when we touch, a little too much ain't never enough. Here beneath the stars and the magnolia tree, a slice of heaven just for you and me. There's a place we'd like to go, tucked away where nobody knows. Fireflies and moonbeams in a warm summer breeze. There's nowhere else on earth I'd rather be than laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, playing soft and low. Baby, just you and me, easy as can be, doing what comes naturally. Baby, when I taste your kiss and the soft caress of your fingertips, well, I finally found the feeling that I never felt before. Well, I thought I knew, but now I know for sure. When I'm laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, playing soft and low. Baby, just you and me, easy as can be, we're doing what comes naturally. There's something about the moonlight as it dances in your eyes, a dream I must have dreamed 1,000 times. Laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, laying soft and low. Baby, just you and me, easy as can be, we're doing what comes naturally. Baby, just you and me, easy as can be, we're doing what comes naturally. played any songs from the new record yet, so I'm going to have to play some of that stuff. You may or may not know, but the album is called Lonesome Stretch of Highway, and it came out on May 22nd of this year, smack dab in the middle of a pandemic. And but didn't really get a chance to tour it all that much this year, so this is kind of my tour, and I appreciate you tuning in every Sunday morning. Yeah, so I'm very proud of this record. It was recorded with all my old pals, man. Ernie B on the drums, and Dave Clem on the lead guitar, Derek Mazurek on the bass, Ben Wilson on vocals, Ryan Barwin on pedal steel and dobro, Jeff McLeod on accordion, piano, B3, Kevin Quain on accordion, and the musical saw, and Merrick David produced the album. Merrick also produced the Song and Dance Man record, as well as Fools for the Radio. Who else is on that record? Of course, my brother Chris sings backing vocals and plays a lot of percussion and stuff on the record. Jenny and Ruby sing a lot of harmonies. Ruby also plays the cello on the album. So yeah, Neil McDonald sings a lot of backing vocals. Neil's vocals were featured heavily on the Song and Dance Man record, so it was nice to have him back in the fold. How's it going out there? Is it a little better now? Check. Like when I sing, I really yell, and so that's probably why I'm like overloading the microphone. I'm guessing. I don't know, but it seems to be better now. But is it too quiet now? These are my concerns. I think I just played that, Mike. Yeah, remember? Jesus, Dinkle, what the hell's going on? What's your problem? Are you drinking already? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm gonna play some songs for you from the Lonesome Stretch of Highway album. What shall I play first, though? I'm concerned to play Huckleberry because, again, it's like I really hit the hell out of the guitar and I sing at the top of my lungs, and my neighbors can probably hear me down the street. So I just need to make sure that I'm not overloading the microphone. I will work on this over the week. I swear to God, one of these days it'll be a good show, and you'll be like, it's been worth waiting for this. Anyway. Way down yonder is a little piece of land where the water washes up against the sand, and I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. When the world gets crazy now from time to time, me and my baby, we come here to unwind. And I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. It's me and my baby, me and you. It's me and my baby beneath the sky so blue. We got diamonds on the sand, diamonds on the ocean, the smell of salt water and suntan lotion. When that big red sun goes sinking into the sea, baby, slide on over right on nice and close to me. And I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, me and my baby, me and you. It's me and my baby beneath the sky so blue. We got diamonds a little piece of land where the water washes up against the sand. And I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. And I said, babe, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. First place I ever played that song would have been in Wakefield, Quebec, actually. I wrote it back in May of 2011, and our next gig was in Wakefield, and I played the song there. It made perfect sense to me to play that song there, because that's what I'm talking about right there. Let me see. What shall I play? Perfume and Gasoline for Janice K. I can do that. Also off the new album. Yeah. Keep double checking this microphone situation here. Some say it starts with the telephone. Some say it starts with a crush. Some say it's when your baby begins to wear lipstick, mascara, and blush. When 9 o'clock turns into 10, and 11 means 11:15, and midnight is magic and soulfully tragic when you mix perfume and gasoline. 'Cause it starts with the night at the Dairy Queen, matinee idols on the silver screen. That's when you know it's time to let go. There's only one thing it can mean. When you smell perfume, gasoline. Mothers and fathers, remember the changes that occur in the heart. Your sons and your daughters were like oil and water, but now you can't keep them apart. And it starts with the night at the Dairy Queen, matinee idols on the silver screen. That's when you know it's time to let go. There's only one thing it can mean. When you smell perfume, gasoline. Round and round that old circus ring. It's scary, it's sad, and it's a beautiful thing. So here's to the nights at the Dairy Queen, matinee idols on the silver screen. there's no 10 dB switch here. I don't really know what's going on. We're not happy till you're not happy. I get it, man. Boy, do I get that today. I'll tell you right now. Anyway, regardless, I am still having a good time. So thank you for tuning in with me today. I'm not really sure why this is acting up like this, but I will get to the bottom of it next week. Yeah, what else can I do, right? Let me see. Another song from the new album, if that's all right. No, Julian, I am using the actual microphone here. Maybe I'm not. Anyway, I'm going to do one more song here, so thank you very much for listening to me today. Let me see here, what's going on? No. This isn't exactly professional, is it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't really know why that's happening. There it is. So at least I know that this is the microphone that's working here. Let me see. What shall I play? I already played Hey Nat. I already played Remember to Forget earlier today. It's been requested a couple times, actually. But anyway, this is all I really know here. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks yet again for bearing with me. This time the video, came across all right, regardless of the subject sitting in front of the camera. But for some reason, the audio isn't up to snuff. Anyway, whatever. What can I do? Anyway, so I'm going to do a couple more songs, and thanks for listening to me, all right? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a song. The last couple songs are going to be from the 830 Newfoundland record. Last week, I ordered my, I sent away for the kids' book, More Than a Game, that it's been percolating and been in the back of my mind for 10 years now. And about a year and a half ago, Curtis Johnson and I got together for a pint of beer at our local pub here just down the street. And Kurt is an amazing painter, an amazing artist, and he captures the Canadiana landscape, the backyard rink vibe perfectly. So he and I, we took the lyrics to my song More Than a Game, and then he spent the last year and a half making a bunch of paintings to correspond with the lyrics. And we sent it off to the printers last week, and we're going to start taking pre-orders this week for that book, and it'll be available, I think it gets shipped to me November 27th, so therefore it should be showing up on my front door December 1st, and we will be making a mad dash for the post office to fill all orders just in time for Christmas. And it's called More Than a Game, and here's the song that is the inspiration behind the book. We play hockey on the streets, we play shinny on sheets of ice when the weather starts to change. And if it's Saturday night, well then it's hockey night, a tradition that'll always be the same. Mom's drinking double-double and your daddy's got stubble on his chin 'cause it's an early morning game. And there's no one in the stands, say friends and family for fans, but you feel like Gretzky on a breakaway. We'd sing a hey, it's more than a game. We'd sing a hey, it's more than a game. Now the backyard is flooded and lit, so we all throw our sticks in the middle so we can pick teams. That ain't a jersey, it's a sweater. Man, there's nothing better. Throw one on and start reliving all your dreams. Someone was always Bobby, or someone always said he shoots, he scores. 9, 27, 4, 99, and 10. We were bending sticks neath the door to get just a little more of a blade with a perfect bend. As long as you can't slide a quarter on in and sing a hey, yeah, it's more than a game. Losing pucks in the snow, oh, where did that one go? I can't believe it's the third one today. But when the springtime would come, we'd find every single one and talk hockey all the live long day. Clicking sticks 3 times, drawing her back to your online top shelf, and we're up by 1. Ringing them off the crossbars, moving our nets for the cars, and all together we would yell game on. And then our folks would call us in, and we all agreed next goal wins. But it didn't matter how the game would end, 'cause the season never ended on these rinks where we pretended. And tomorrow we play for the cup again. Yeah, tomorrow we play for the cup again. We'd sing "Oh Canada" and we'd play that game again and sing a hey, yeah, it's more than a game. We'd sing a hey, yeah, it's more than a game. More than a game. More than a game. More than a game. Yeah, more than a game. From the cradle to the crossroad, from the crossroads to the grave, choices we are given, choices we have made. I have so many questions, and I try the best I can. I may never show the reasons, but I'm told there's a plan. It's in God's hands now, and He's got all the answers, but He's not saying how. It's in God's hands now. It's in God's hands now. Like a rainbow across the sky, or an eagle on the wing. Whenever a newborn baby cries, when the child learns to sing, it's a miracle and a wonder of another setting sun. And in the distance, thunder reminds me we're all one. We're in God's hands now, and He's got all the answers, but He's not saying how. It's in God's hands now. It's in God's hands now. So come on, rise up. It's a brand new day. Come on, keep on asking questions. I pray one day you'll find that we're in God's hands now. And He's got all the answers, but He's not saying how. It's in God's hands now. It's in God's hands now. It's in God's hands now. From the cradle to the crossroads, from the crossroads to the grave. All right. In God's Hands Now from the album A Lonesome Stretch of Highway. And tune in next week, gang. This is my last song, and it's kind of the one I usually tend to finish with. It's a medley, to quote Townes Van Zandt, it's a medley of my greatest hit. This is our home, 830 Newfoundland. And thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. And yeah, keep your stick on the ice. From the rolling fields of wheat to the busy city streets, there's a feeling and a spirit all our own. True north, strong and free, stand on guard, you and me. From the east to the west we roam. This is our home. From Norman Wells at the top, all the way to the rocks, there's a wind that's always blown. And from down Summerside to the Queen Charlotte Islands, there's a way of life we've always known. This is our home. This is our home. Well, I've seen the northern lights dancing over Yellowknife while standing in the middle of a field. From Pier 21 all the way to Flin Flon, yeah, I gotta cross that Canadian Shield. And no one knows winter like we know winter, blowing in off Lake Ontario. From the Rideau Canal to Bonham Carnival, there's a little place I love in the Gatineaus with a covered bridge and a swimming hole. This is our home. This is our home. And from Portage in Maine to Young and Queen, and every street corner in between. No matter where you go in this rugged land, there's one thing we all understand. Every woman, every child and man. 830 Newfoundland. Way up in Peace Country, back east in Kings County, and clear across to Thunder Bay, where Winnipeg feels like forever and hope seems like never, let alone out Campbell River way. And when you cross a border and you see a caribou on the quarter, then and only then will you be home. But I've driven from the Peg to the Chuck, and Yankees call us Canucks, but together we'll never stand alone. Yeah, together we'll never stand alone. I said forever, the maple leaf will be flown. This is our home. This is our home. Tar Sands and Fort Mac, Kelly's Beach and Cushbequack, and down in the Shuswap too. Well, I've seen midnight feel like high noon, from the Dome down to Saskatoon. There's Confederation Bridge, and there's Butternut Ridge, there's Sudbury and the Sioux. Well, I lived in the Lakeland And I've been to the Badlands, head smashed in, buffalo jumped too. And I've been snowed in for days on the Trans-Canada Highway, and that was in the month of June. Thanks for listening to me, guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week, all right? Let's see if I can log out of here. Anyway, you really made my day. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Adios.